Hi, Masters. A very good morning and good evening to all. Thank you all for joining us on this beautiful time of the day. The Omega Pyramid Dallas and PSSM Corporate and Pyramid Valley International Bangalore welcome you to day 162 of Stillness Beat, our daily dose of meditation and wisdom. So, Masters, let's start today's session. As usual, with 45 minutes meditation, I invite Balaji sir to guide us into today's meditation. Welcome, Balaji sir. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, madam. My dear masters, my dear friends, my dear gods. Good morning, everyone. Let us start our day with our daily meditation. Kindly take a comfortable posture. You may either sit on floor or on sofa or chair. Ensure that your seating posture is comfortable wherever you are sitting. If you are sitting on chair, kindly cross your feet either left on right or right on left. And if you are sitting on floor, kindly squat your feet and be comfortable. You may remove your eyeglasses if you are wearing. They are not required while doing meditation. Kindly clasp your fingers into fingers and rest on your thighs. Gently close your eyes and start observing the breath, which is moving normally, naturally, soft, simple, and tranquil. Let there be no forced breathing. Let there be no holding of breath. Let the breath be as natural as possible. Keep observing the breath. Try to make your minds as empty as possible. If you come across any kind of thoughts running in your mind, gently cut them off and bring back your focus and attention onto your breath. When you observe the breath, which is moving inside and outside, the very natural breath, you will experience the density of thoughts, the intensity of thoughts getting reduced slowly. And finally, you will see a beautiful state of no thought mind, which is the state of meditation. One should be in the state of meditation as per the age, as many minutes as one's age is. Be with your breath, my dear friends. Keep observing the breath. We will meditate for 45 minutes. Regular meditation helps us in regaining our physical health, mental peace, and our enlightenment. This is the purpose of meditation. Do not open your eyes. Keep observing the breath. Let the breath be as much as natural as possible. Let us dwell into deep meditation with the help of music. Kindly do not open your eyes. Keep observing the breath, the natural breath. Kindly do not open your eyes. Keep observing the breath. Last 15 minutes more. Be with your breath, my dear friends, masters, and gods. Last 3 minutes. Kindly do not open your eyes. Be with your breath, my dear friends, masters and gods. Slowly bring your focus onto your heart center. Let us say the statements of Ho'oponopono. Say to your own self, I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you and thank you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Be with your breath, my dear friends. Let us memorize the 4 agreements of Toltec. Be impeccable with your words. Do not take anything personally. Do not make any kind of assumptions. Always do your best. Now, let us say to our own selves, I will be impeccable with my words. I don't take anything personally. I don't make any kind of assumptions. I always do my best. Be with your breath, my dear friends. Last 30 seconds. In seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Without opening your eyes, kindly place your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. And you may open your eyes when you are ready. Thank you, my dear friends. We have done meditation for 45 minutes, which is very, very beautiful. Thank you very much and good morning, everyone.
Thank you, Balaji sir. It was a wonderful meditation. Thank you so much. Welcome back, masters. Hope you all had a wonderful meditation. So now let's get into the next segment of today's session, the wisdom sharing by Prithvi Master. I welcome Prithvi. Over to you.
Good evening, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, Balaji, and thank you all for meditating. So let's get back to our brain gymming. So I request people to come on cam if possible. Please turn on your videos. Today we are going to do exercises to activate both the hemispheres of the brain. All last 3 days we were doing the exercises to activate some of the dormant part of the brain and to push the brain for change. But today we are going to do it for activating both the hemispheres of the brain, because we know that right brain is not so active and left brain is what we usually use most of the time. So let's do the exercise. All right. Thank you for coming on cam. So the exercise is very simple. You just have to hold your thumbs right and in front of your eyesight like this. Okay. and 1. First, what you need to do is bring your left hand closer to your eyes and simultaneously take it back and bring your right hand. And while you're doing this, make sure your eyesight is on both of your thumb. You should be looking at both the thumbs. Okay? While it goes, one gets into your peripheral awareness and one gets into your actual focus. But you have to be aware of both the thumbs. This is the activity. Okay, let's do it. Start. 1 and 2. 1. Do it slowly. There's no hurry. And 2. Observe how one hand gets blurred enough and gets into your peripheral awareness, and one gets into your complete focus. But you are aware of both the thumbs at the same time. Keep doing it. Keep your hands at the eyesight level. Don't drop it. And keep observing both the thumbs simultaneously. Okay, very good. So by this, what happens is we are training the brain to be active while focusing at one particular thing. We are aware of the peripheral awareness, what's happening around. So both hemispheres are active and we have awareness about most of the things happening around our surrounding. Now we are going to expand this awareness, okay? What we do is we keep both the thumbs, and as we expand, we will not turn our head, but we will have our awareness on both the thumbs as we expand the hand. Stretch the arms fully, but be aware of both the thumbs. You're expanding your awareness. Bring it back slowly. Now take it again. And keep observing both the thumbs. Your awareness is on both the thumbs as you expand. And come back slowly, observing both the thumbs. And observe how you're breathing. Perfect. Let's do it one last time. As you expand, you inhale deeply without your awareness. The breath is so deep and calm. And bring it back slowly. Let your vision be on both the thumbs, aware their movement. Perfect. So by this exercise, we are expanding our awareness. Our awareness is so limited, our focus is so limited. We have to keep expanding our peripheral awareness. When you're observing the breath, you need to be aware of the sounds, the activity happening around, and the sensations happening on your body. So you have to develop both attention and awareness. So these activities will help you to expand both awareness and attention. So whenever you are preparing yourself to sit to read, work, or do something very productive, do these two exercises and then start the work. It'll bring your complete focus and awareness to the present moment. Okay. So today, the theory that we are going to look at is we have been seeing that the brain cannot perceive pain and pleasure equally. But today we will see how we can expand the capacity of the brain. There was a myth back, I think 20 years back, something. They were saying that we are using only 10% of the brain capacity and we are not using 90% of the brain capacity. But that's not the fact. The fact is, all the neurons are firing. Every part of the brain is active, but then the thing is, it's not in synchronicity. It is asynchronous, which means there is a lot of noise in the brain. So you have to bring a coherent synchronicity in their firing. And only when you do that, you get into a flow state. Have you ever experienced like you have forgotten the time and you were in the flow state, like when you were doing some creative activities or when you were in a sport playing, when you were singing, or sometimes you have lost the time and you have been in that flow state, you didn't know how you were doing, effortlessly you were doing the action. That is the coherent state of brain. So that state can be trained. The brain is fixed with certain limitations. So we will see why the brain is limited and it cannot work in its full potential and how we can make it work in its best way possible. So every neuron is active and every neuron is purposeful. It is not simply activating just like that. So the question is not how many neurons are getting fired. It is the quality, the synchronicity, and the coherence, how deep it is more important. And expansion of what the brain believes is possible is more important for us. So, what is being underused in the brain is not the neurons, it is actually the unused coherence, unused depth, unused beliefs, unused attention, and unused intention. So people may think our brain is underutilized in the sense that some neurons may not be recruited, but we are not using its full potential by believing it can do things. We are limited with our beliefs. So a person with a deep and coherent pattern will have a very genuine insight, will be creative, will be emotionally mastering how to manage their emotions and will have a peak performance. So we need to actually unlock the potential, because in our childhood we have got limited with our neural flexibilities. It is like, there are 10 million paths and you are taught to walk in just 12 lanes and you get fixed with just 12 lanes and you're comfortable walking in just those 12 lanes and you don't know that there are 10 million ways to walk. See how potential the brain is, how limited you are wanting to be in your comfort zone. So you have to step into a unknown lane because there are 10 million lanes which are so much of experience, potentiality, and so carrying so much of magic. So you just have to step into it by breaking your limiting beliefs. So that is the way to unlock the potential. The brain's true untapped resource is not dormant neurons, it is optimal coherence, suppressed by belief and stress, waiting to be reclaimed through awareness and practice. So, through awareness and practice, we can step into the unknown lanes, those waiting for us to explore. The brain wants us to explore new pathways. So it is just waiting for us to practice to step into them. So the brain-wide synchronization is what we have to train the brain for. So it cannot happen with under arousal, under stimulation, or overstimulation, overactivated. It needs to be in optimal state to be synchronized in both hemispheres of the brain. So what happens is when you are excited, you are overstimulated, or when you're depressed, you're understimulated. So you have to always understand what is the right balance and bring the brain to whole brain coherence across multiple oscillatory networks firing in like a concert. The brain needs to be like a concert. That's what we need to train the brain. So as I told you, you might have experienced this flow state when you were doing some music, creative things, or in sports. The time has dissolved, and that's when the whole brain was synchronizing. And this state is very much trainable. That is what we need to understand. So you all know this fact that there is something called nocebo effect. If you believe you cannot do it, your biology gets constructed where you cannot do it. If you say, I am bad with my memory, you will be bad with your memory. If you say that this is what I am I'm capable of doing, that's where you get fixed. Because whatever you are believing, the word I cannot is not just a thought, it's a neurochemical event, and it has consequences which will result in saying that yes, you cannot do it. So whatever you believe will be created in your reality. So this is a dark twin of placebo. If you believe that you can do it, then definitely your body gets created in a network where you will see that happening in your reality. So the most dangerous sentences in your life, in your inner life, is I am not smart enough, I am not enough, or I can never do that, my memory is bad, I'm too old to change. You're not having a harmless thought, you are issuing a neurochemical instruction. So anytime you think that you're limited, anytime you're comparing yourself with somebody else and think that maybe I cannot do that, maybe I cannot live a life like a champion. If you think like that, your neurochemistry is molding your body to fix to that mindset. So you should always remember that stress hormones and the learning rate will reduce with negative limiting beliefs. So Dr. Carol Dweck found that students with a fixed mindset registered errors as threat. This is very important. Anytime you get into a mistake, you try doing something, now you have taken the courage to do something, you fail doing it, there will be some mistakes, and you think that that mistake is a threat to your identity. Like you think that I'm a failure, I cannot do it, and you stop doing it. That will keep you fixed forever. Your brain will not change if you think a mistake is a threat. Whereas the difference between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset is one simple thing which I will reveal very soon. So the placebo effect is something that we all know. If we believe just a sugar pill, which has nothing to do with pain relief, if we believe that this is going to relieve my pain and take the pill, it is creating the same network which allows us to relieve the pain. So just a belief is creating the chemistry in the body. So the brain cannot distinguish between a deeply held belief and a chemical reality. Brain cannot actually differentiate what you are thinking and what is happening in reality are two different things. It will perceive every thought as a reality, and it will keep making chemistry accordingly. So whatever you're feeding with your thought, with your beliefs, with your intentions, your chemistry is getting structured exactly how you believe it. So, as I told you, the fixed mindset is like it doesn't want to grow. you bring two students with same IQ at the age of 12, and you tell that whatever IQ you have right now, this is fixed for your life, for one student, and for the another, you don't give any kind of instructions like that. And after 5 years, you will see that there will be a major difference in their growth, because one, you gave an instruction that this IQ is fixed, that person has not improved in any way. And the other boy who did not get that instruction was always growing, and his IQ kept multiplying. Here, the only difference was the belief. The boy was made to believe that he'll be fixed with this IQ. So, belief about ability alter the literal neural architecture of learning. Once you think you are fixed with your limits, your capacity, you define your capabilities, then you stop learning. So you should always have a growth mindset. The growth mindset is just taking that jump from I can't to I can. That's the only difference. So nothing changed about the biology of the boy, but everything changed about the belief, and that belief kept him growing and growing um, throughout his life. So we should always have this growth mindset. I told the only difference between fixed mindset and growth mindset is every time you make a mistake, you take it as an information, a data to correction. You will not take it as a threat. A fixed mindset person will take it as a threat and will stop trying, will stop learning. Whereas a growth mindset person will take every mistake as an information and will correct how to go about the next step. That is the growth mindset. That is how you take the jump from I can't to I can. So the neural difference between the growth mindset and the fixed mindset is very simple, and their brain registered errors as information, as prediction failure that could update the model. So every time you take a mistake as an information, you're updating your inner map, your inner model. Your circuits are getting into coherent state, and you are starting to believe that you are capable. So you have to keep feeding your brain about your capabilities, about your growth. Don't ever be fixed with any kind of beliefs, because your capabilities are infinite. You just don't know what you're capable of. You can be a superhuman that you see in the movies. If you have watched the movie The Lucy, it's a very beautiful movie. You have to go and watch it. You will see how a person who can activate their brain to their full potential, what kind of powers they will get, how able they will become. Like, they will literally live like a superhuman. So go watch this movie, The Lucy. It's a fantastic movie. So the belief that the brain can change literally changed how the brain processed the change. So all of us here are taking this intention, powerful statement, and a powerful belief that we are changing the brain and we are the change makers on this planet. Because what happens is, now that you are meditating every day, you are changing your brain, but people around you are still in that same fixed brains. They might challenge you. So carry this intention that as you change, let the brains around you also change, and you be the change maker of this planet. This is the intention that we are going to set today and make our brains get into full potential. Okay, so for this, friends, I request all of you to close your eyes and let's intend for the day. Close your eyes. Let all the information that you have got get absorbed. Let this not be just an information. This is not just a motivation. This is an intention that you're going to live every moment of your life. To use your brain at its highest potential, allowing it to change every moment for its best performance. My brain works at its best potential with highest synchronicity, with highest coherence. Working in a flow state and always ready to change, because I have new thoughts, new feelings, new attention, and new intention. Every moment, I bring my full presence to every sitting of meditation, to every learning of the wisdom, to every conscious breath as I move through the day. Allowing my brain to alter the structure and work in its best possible ways. I allow my brain to learn new possibilities, new future, new miracles, get embodied into my system. My brain allows me to be a conscious being, purposeful being, a change maker on this planet. I allow this. I allow this. I totally allow this. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Over to you, Bhavani.
Thank you. Thank you, Prithvi. That's wonderful, wonderful sharing. It's like every week, it's like beautiful. Thank you. Okay, masters, with this, we conclude today's session here, and we'll meet again same time tomorrow for another wonderful session. Until then, have a good day and good night, masters. Thank you. Thank you all.